Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bitching About Things. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of... There's a loud ass plane. You gotta fly right now, plane? Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Cat is Currently Attacking Me While I'm Trying to Shoot a Video. What are you doing? Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of me bitching home alone in my room about petty shit that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things while my cat attacks me. I'm your host, Gina. So y'all have probably heard of this website called Pinterest. It's a place to find recipes, workouts, motivational quotes, fashion, home decor and makeup inspiration, wedding inspiration when you're not even engaged or have a boyfriend for that matter. Seriously though, my best friend is like 1,200 pins deep in her wedding board. I think it's time for an intervention. If you search dating advice on Pinterest, it is a comedic goldmine. Guys, dating in 2018 is rough. It's like a sport, except there are no helmets, no pads, way too many balls, and you feel like you're on fire most of the time. You gotta act like you give a shit, and then you gotta act like you don't give a shit. You gotta play the game. Pinterest has your back. There's advice on how to flirt. Flirting isn't about being sexy, it's about being playful. Here are some proven tips. Proven! They are proven! Give your partner an unexpected tickle. It involves touch and laughter, which releases positive feel-good hormones. You know what other activity involves touch and releases feel-good hormones? It just sounds like a 13-year-old trying to give advice on something she has no idea about. Turn mundane tasks into fun. For example, when you're cooking with your partner or doing the dishes, splash a little water on their face or drop a piece of ice down their shirt. It will take your partner off autopilot and make them laugh. They'll crave being around you. Okay, so yeah, great tips. Guys love impromptu ASL ice bucket challenges. It's just like so strange seeing this like written out and aesthetically formatted because I've done all these things. I've splashed water in a guy's face. I've dropped ice down his shirt or his pants. But it all happened authentically. I wasn't like pre-planning these things. I wasn't like, oh, I'm about to freeze this bitch's balls off, just watch. It was just fun and silly at that moment. It's what I felt during that time. What's the point of flirting if it's all contrived? Do what you feel in the moment, girl. You don't gotta think about it too much, I promise. It gives you advice on what to do on a first date, like questions you should ask. Where are you from? Do you have any siblings? Do you play any sports?
What should our wedding colors be? DJ or band?
I mean, what sign are you? What do you like to do on the weekends? The most superficial, boring questions you could ask. This should be called How to Be a Basic Bitch on a Date 101. I think when you ask empty questions like this, it's really easy to just check out of a conversation. Ask deeper, more meaningful questions like, what's your annual salary? Or does your insurance company cover spouses as well? And eventually, you will find out the answers to these like trivial questions that you're asking. There are challenges like the 30-day single ladies challenge, as if being single wasn't challenging enough. Day 1, scout out a scenic location and watch the sunset or sunrise together. Day 2, make a list of reasons you love them and share it. It's day 2 and we're already dropping the L-bomb. Pump the brakes. This sounds like some Tinder horror story where like the person confessed their love after the second date. Do you want to be that person? Day 15, take turns photographing each other. Oh, that's great. Help each other stockpile Instagram content for the next like 4 months. What I'm most confused about is it's called the 30-day single ladies challenge when it has everything to do with dating someone. There are activity suggestions for the single woman. Single Christian woman, may I add. Go to that coffee shop you've been meaning to go to. Start writing that blog or book you've wanted to write. Call up friends and go see a good, thought-provoking movie together. All right, I'm on board with all these things. Find some good, clean music in your city and go see them live. Oh, okay, you snuck that one in there.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. What happens next? I dare you to move.
Have a night in and cook for your roommates. Okay, so we're back on track here. Call someone at church and see what's going on this weekend and see if you can help. So they warmed you up a bit, and then they get a little bit more preachy. Invite friends over to read the Bible together and worship. Get a group of sisters in Christ together and plan an out-of-town girls trip. Oh, okay. That sounds like the beginning of a porn. And lastly,
pray to God to open your eyes for ways to please Him while you're having a good time.
And last but not least, we have dating rules to live by, which is by far my favorite. He always pays. Always. Every single time. You can't contribute a fucking dime. Just wait, it gets better. If he doesn't open a door for you, don't move your feet. All building types and cars included. What if you're like walking into a gazebo or getting into a golf cart? Then what? You just don't move at all? There's no doors. Just because you can open your own doors and do things for yourself doesn't mean you have to. You have to give him the opportunity to be a gentleman. If he doesn't, then he's not worth your time. Oh man, that was brutal. So this is just instilling some antiquated bullshit that women are royalty, and if a man doesn't treat her as such, he's not worthy of her time. I'm sorry, but who the fuck are you? Are you a Disney princess? What world do you live in? The person you're dating should be treated as an equal. Keep the conversation wholesome. If you wouldn't hear it in a Disney movie, it shouldn't be said. Okay, so you do think you're a Disney princess. You know what you also hear in Disney movies? Animals and animate objects speaking English. All right, this one is great. Are you ready for this? I know it's a girl thing to be embarrassed to eat in front of a boy, but order food and eat it. It's more awkward if instead of sharing a meal together, he's just eating in front of you, and he will because boys love food. So just eat! Ladies, when a guy takes you out to dinner, it's okay to eat food. Whoever wrote this, fuck you. This is just a polished turd with its fancy font and columns and colors and clip art. Like, this doesn't mean anything. But women are going to pin this because they see it on Pinterest. Hey guys, here's some dating advice. Don't do any of these things. Just be yourself and don't be a piece of shit human. Those are like the fundamentals of any relationship, romantic or platonic. Well guys, thanks for joining me for another episode of Gina's a BAMF. I post videos every week, and you should subscribe so you could have some gigs, you know? Thanks guys, keep being awesome.